All right, this is my Honda CRF 250F dirt bike. We're going to be creating a series of videos showing you my process of how I make this bike street legal. This is an off-road bike manufactured and intended for off-road use. It's not permitted on public roads or highways. So the reason I want to make this dirt bike street legal is not so much that I want to ride on the street or the highways. It's more so I'm not limited to the places where I can ride. So the places that I ride, a lot of the trails and the trail systems are close by, but they're not connected. So to get from one trail to the next, a lot of times you'd have to load your bike up in your truck or your trailer and bring it to the next trail. If this was street legal, if I had a plate on it and everything was registered, I could just ride from one trail to the next, taking maybe one or two back roads to get there. That's really the first reason I want to make this bike street legal. The other reason is we have a cabin upstate, and there is miles and miles of farm roads and gravel roads or class 4 roads, whatever you want to call it. Backcountry roads that are really nice scenic routes that I would love to be able to ride this on. Not allowed to ride a dirt bike on those roads just because it's not registered, it's not licensed. So to be able to do that would be awesome. Another big limitation of where you can ride with off-road dirt bikes, a lot of trail systems and off-road parks, especially in Pennsylvania, are limited to only ATVs, UTVs, or licensed enduro type bikes that are street legal. So it's kind of annoying that there's a lot of these great places to ride, and if your bike is not street legal, you can't ride there. And if you don't have an ATV or you don't have a UTV, you can't ride there. It's a little bit limiting in that sense. So if this were to be street legal, I would be able to ride in some of those parks and some of those trails. So definitely a huge benefit of making your off-road bike street legal in those terms, especially in the state of Pennsylvania and kind of in the Northeast in general. That's really the main reason that I want to make this street legal, just to take away a lot of those limitations of where you can ride with a dirt bike. So this series of videos is going to walk through the entire process of taking an off-road dirt bike and making it street legal. Now there's plenty of videos online that you can find of installing the aftermarket parts to make it street legal, but I kind of want to walk through the entire process, and hopefully it's a success, and hopefully it brings some insight to some other people that want to do this as well. So walking through the entire process of getting this thing registered, getting it licensed, getting the proper parts that you need on this: headlight, blinkers, tail light, brake light, all of the accessories that you need, how to install it. And then also I need to get a motorcycle license, because me personally, I can't, even if the bike is street legal and I don't have a motorcycle license, no good. So I got to get a motorcycle license as well. We're going to walk you through how I do that. Hopefully I pass it. And then we're going to take this thing out on the road, out on the country roads, and just kind of talk about the experience, maybe take you on some rides. Just a full encompassing process of how we take this from just an ordinary off-road dirt bike to a street legal dual sport motorcycle. So let's get started.